Hey everybody, it's Lorraine and I'm going to show you one of my simple unfancy dinners. I usually do my beans in the crock pot, but I forgot to put them on until it was a little too late, so I threw them in the Instant Pot. With some water, salt, garlic, chicken seasoning, and a little bit of cumin. I usually use fresh garlic, but I was out today. And then I threw them in my pressure cooker on high for about an hour. Usually when I throw them in the slow cooker, it takes 4 or 5 hours. Now my tortilla recipe, I usually have to double because my kids eat a lot. It's 5 cups of flour, 2 sticks of butter, 2 teaspoons salt, and 2 cups of warm water. I mix the flour and the salt and then crumble in the butter. And I usually work that in until it's finely crumbled and it sticks together when you squeeze it, like this, and yet falls apart when you play with it. Perfect. Then I add the water, and yes, I do everything by hand. Now when you first put your water in, it is going to be a bit gooey, but just keep working with it. See, this is the gooey stage. But like I said, just keep working with it. You're going to get your arm workout. Oh look, there goes my oldest daughter, helping me out with the laundry. She heard me complaining earlier about having to do laundry, so she started helping me out. And back to the tortillas. When it gets to where it doesn't stick to your hand anymore, but it's still a little sticky, you're going to put about 1/4 cup of flour on the table or whatever surface and start kneading away. And just to warn you, yes, it does take a bit of kneading. And I like doing this slapping technique. But you go until it's smooth and you put it in the bowl and it's going to rest for about 20 to 30 minutes. My glasses were riding low. That's how you know I was working hard. Drink break. I usually cover this with a damp, warm towel and I get started on my rice while it sets. And for my rice, again, my kids eat a lot. I have to make 2 cups of rice minimum. So I put the oil in and I get to browning my rice. And over the years, I've learned that you have to constantly stir it because the minute you turn your back, it's going to burn. Make sure you get the rice fully coated in the oil so that it toasts evenly. And here you can see it's brown. I'm adding the salt, and then I have garlic, yes, chicken seasoning, and a little bit of pepper. Mix that all in, and then I toss in the water. So for 2 cups of rice, I do 3.5 cups of water. And I'm putting just enough tomato paste to color the rice, that's it. Here I start balling up the dough. You can see me tucking and pulling, and I just eyeball it. I make all the balls and then I roll them tight. After getting them separated, I make sure and roll them tightly into these nice little smooth balls, and then I cover them with the towel. Then I start rolling them out. I like getting all of mine rolled out before I start cooking them on the stove. And like I said, doubling this recipe will make about 30 to 35 tortillas. If I want them all the same shape, I will measure them on my little scale, make them about 40 to 50 grams. Once I'm down to my last few tortillas, I heat up the pan. By the time I finish the last few, it's ready. And it should only take about 30 seconds per side. It should be lightly browned, and look at those bubbles. I love it when I see those bubbles. They may look thin, but they are sturdy and oh so delicious. And this one's completely cooled. I just want to show you how flexible they still are, even when they're completely cooled. And my kids usually start eating them before we even start eating supper. That's how good they are. And like I said, simple, unfancy supper. Just beans, rice, cheese. I like Cholula on mine, and a tortilla. And my kids will gobble these up every time. And yes, I'm messy. As you can see, it gets everywhere. I also like mine with butter. It's delicious. Anyways, thank you for watching one of my unfancy videos. Bye.